America, let's talk. I'm not going to mince words here. I think you have a problem, and that problem is vaping. I know it seemed like a miracle at first, all the nicotine of a cigarette, but none of the smoke or smell of the real thing. It's like you're smoking water, basically. How great is that? Too great to be true, as it turns out. That's not water you're inhaling with your nicotine. It's usually propylene glycol. You know what else has propylene glycol in it? Antifreeze. That's water in the same way Russian aftershave is booze. In theory, yes, but only a crazy person wants to drink it. Even worse, according to a study published in the New England Journal of Medicine, when vaporized at a high enough voltage, the chemicals in e-cigarettes produce formaldehyde. They embalm people with that. Cigarettes are notorious for containing it, but an entire pack is only good for 3 milligrams or so. By comparison, vaping a similar amount of e-cigarette liquid produces 14 to 15 milligrams. If you weren't able to do the math, that's worse. I'm not going to do it for you. Still, that's only one chemical. Cigarettes contain like 8,000. So by that measure, vaping must be better than smoking, right? But is better than smoking really the threshold you want to measure your life choices by? Cigarettes kill 160,000 people every year. They're one of the deadliest products ever made. Better than cigarettes is right up there with better than Hitler when it comes to reassuring statements. Oh, but there's no evidence that e-cigarettes lead to health problems, right? Yeah, that's kind of true, but it's more like they just haven't been around long enough for science to gauge the long-term effects of prolonged use. Until then, keep in mind who you're putting your faith in, vaping enthusiasts. The Blue e-cig company was recently purchased by Lorillard, the third largest cigarette manufacturer in the United States. In other words, big tobacco. And they definitely aren't the only one of those corporate monsters getting in on the game. Now ask yourself this, when has big tobacco ever operated in the best interest of the public? Just look at the kind of celebrity endorsements they're lining up.
That's why I'm in love with Blue e-cigs. I can whip out my Blue and not worry about scaring that special someone away. Know what I'm saying?
No, scaring people away is what your crazy is for. Ah, Jenny McCarthy. Better than Steven Dorff. Right? It's also worth noting that no matter what the ads may imply to the contrary, you don't look nearly this cool when you smoke an e-cigarette in public. And that's a picture of Steven Dorff. You're less cool than Steven Dorff. You're Steven Dork. That's especially true if you're smoking one of those gigantic weapons-grade rigs with a tank that holds enough juice to addict an entire village of third-world kids and a battery strong enough to power the drone Big Tobacco would lobby Congress to send over to destroy that village if they ever tried to make e-cigarettes illegal. You don't look like the future. You look like you're blowing a robot. Also, can someone explain competitive vaping to me? I promise that's a thing. The people who do it are even proud enough to put it on video. Hello, men's rights activists. Let's go to the action. Exciting so far. Let's keep going. So I guess the person who doesn't cough up blood wins? Way to suck it, bro. He'll regret that victory when he's got funeral home lung 15 years from now. Anyway, here's my point. All of this shit is stupid. Vaping will never replace cigarettes entirely. We need them to make us look cool in pictures, if nothing else. And the dream that nicotine fiends would be able to freely smoke e-cigs in public died a long time ago. People treat them exactly like cigarettes now. If you want to smoke one, go outside. Once you strip that benefit away, all you're left with is the hope that a lifetime of using them won't kill you, and that hope lies in the hands of big tobacco. Call me crazy, but I don't like your chances. Hey everyone, thanks for watching. One more thing, and this is important. Write your senators and your congressmen and tell them to subscribe to Cracked on YouTube. And you should do the same. Thanks.